I didn't know you could get that big.
Welcome back to your nerdy show. I'm your host, Spoiler Master. The second trailer for Spider-Man, Brand New Day, is finally here. And just like every great Spider-Man trailer, it is hiding way more than it shows. At first glance, it looks like another massive superhero adventure with Spider-Man fighting villains, teaming up with unexpected characters, and dealing with a new threat. But when you slow everything down, there are a lot of clues about Peter Parker's future, the return of classic Marvel characters, and possibly the beginning of the MCU's Mutant Saga. This trailer might be doing much more than just setting up another Spider-Man movie. It could be laying the foundation for a completely new era of Marvel. So today, we're breaking down hidden details, Easter eggs, and theories you might have missed in the Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer. The return of Scorpion. The trailer immediately starts with a huge reveal because Peter Parker is fighting Mac Gargan, also known as Scorpion. This is a character Marvel has been teasing since Spider-Man: Homecoming. Back then, Gargan was just a criminal who ended up on the Staten Island ferry during Spider-Man's battle with Vulture. Peter's actions left him with a massive scar, and during the post-credit scene, Gargan promised Adrian Toomes that he wanted revenge against Spider-Man. We even saw his Scorpion tattoo, which was clearly a hint that he would eventually become the villain from the comics. Now, almost a decade later, that setup is finally paying off. The interesting question is where Scorpion got his advanced technology. In Homecoming, villains like Vulture and Shocker used leftover alien technology from the Battle of New York, but after the events of Endgame, there are even more powerful weapons floating around. We know from other MCU projects that black markets have been selling recovered superhero technology, so Scorpion's upgraded suit could be connected to that. Spider-Man is losing control. One of the biggest moments in the trailer is Peter saying that he is completely out of control. That line seems simple, but it might actually reveal the entire story of the movie. Throughout the trailer, Peter appears more aggressive and unstable than we have seen before. When Scorpion attacks him, Peter doesn't just fight back, he almost loses himself. This could be because of a new mutation happening inside his body. The trailer shows Peter's eyes becoming darker inside his mask, almost making him look less human and more like an actual spider. It feels like the movie is exploring the idea that Peter's powers are changing him, not just physically but emotionally. The mask shows Peter's isolation. The shots inside Spider-Man's mask are some of the most interesting visuals in the trailer. Similar to how Iron Man used helmet shots to show Tony Stark's emotions, these scenes reveal Peter's mental state. But instead of showing confidence or heroism, these shots emphasize loneliness. Peter is trapped behind the mask. The world sees Spider-Man, but almost nobody knows Peter Parker anymore. After the ending of No Way Home, everyone forgot Peter existed. He saved the world but lost his closest relationships. This movie seems to focus on the emotional cost of that sacrifice. Brand New Day connects to the comics. The title Brand New Day is a huge clue because it comes directly from a famous Spider-Man comic storyline. In the comics, Peter's life was changed after making a deal that erased his marriage with Mary Jane. The MCU adapted part of that idea in No Way Home when Peter sacrificed his relationships to protect everyone. Now, this movie appears to be continuing that storyline. Peter has been living only as Spider-Man, ignoring his personal life. The question is whether he will finally learn how to balance being Peter Parker and Spider-Man again. The 4-year time jump. The trailer suggests that a significant amount of time has passed since No Way Home. Peter has spent years alone, completely focused on being Spider-Man. This explains why he feels more experienced, but also more exhausted. He has become a better hero, but he has lost the human side of himself. The trailer even shows references to MJ and Ned moving forward with their lives, while Peter is still stuck in the past. MJ still matters. One of the emotional moments in the trailer is MJ talking about Spider-Man like he is just someone she used to know. That line hurts because Peter promised he would find her again, but he never did. The reason is obvious. He believes staying away would keep her safe. But the trailer raises an important question. When MJ remembers him, will she be happy that he protected her, or will she be angry that he disappeared? Peter's new web shooters. A small but interesting detail is Peter's upgraded web shooter design. Instead of the classic hidden version under his sleeves, the devices appear to attach magnetically. This is actually a smart change for live action because it solves a problem the movies have always ignored. If Peter has web shooters under his sleeves, why can't we see them? The new design makes them easier to use and more practical. Organic webbing finally happens. One of the biggest Spider-Man debates is back. The trailer shows Peter accidentally creating organic webs. In the comics, Peter normally creates his own web fluid, but Sam Raimi's Spider-Man trilogy changed that by giving him natural webbing. Now the MCU version might be combining both ideas. Peter could be developing new spider abilities because of a mutation. The mutant connection. The biggest theory surrounding this movie is that Spider-Man Brand New Day could secretly be the beginning of the Mutant Saga. The trailer heavily focuses on mutation, evolution, and people gaining powers they cannot control. These are all themes connected to the X-Men. Marvel has slowly been introducing mutants, and this movie might be the bridge that connects Spider-Man's world with the upcoming mutant storyline. Sadie Sink's mystery character. Sadie Sink's role is still officially hidden, but the trailer has created a lot of theories. Many fans believe she could be Jean Grey because of her appearance, red hair, and possible telepathic abilities. The trailer shows someone who can control minds, and that is strongly connected to Jean Grey. However, there is also a possibility that someone else is manipulating her. The return of Bruce Banner. The trailer finally reveals Bruce Banner's involvement. This is a perfect match for Peter's storyline because both characters are dealing with the same problem, controlling a dangerous transformation inside themselves. Peter is becoming something new, while Banner has spent years trying to control the Hulk. Hulk is not fully fixed. The trailer suggests that Smart Hulk might not be the complete solution everyone thought it was. Banner may have combined his intelligence with the Hulk, but it looks like the original monster was never truly gone. The Hulk has been suppressed, not cured. That creates an interesting parallel with Peter's situation. Both heroes are afraid of what they could become. The possible mutant control future. Damage control appears to be playing a major role in the movie, and that could connect directly to the future of mutants. Originally, Damage Control was just responsible for cleaning up superhero battles, but now they are becoming a force that controls and monitors powered individuals. This could eventually become a version of Mutant Control in the MCU. Damage Control is hunting heroes. The trailer shows Damage Control treating superhumans as threats. This continues the direction established in previous MCU projects where governments become increasingly suspicious of powered people. Spider-Man might find himself fighting the same system he once worked with. Ned might remember more than he should. One of the most interesting theories is that Ned's memory might not have been completely erased. Because Ned has magical abilities, the spell from No Way Home may not have affected him perfectly. This could explain why he has been tracking Spider-Man and trying to discover his identity. Ned becomes Spider-Man's tech guy. The trailer hints that Ned may have become the new technology expert behind Spider-Man. Peter's new gadgets and tracking devices could be created with help from Ned and MJ. It would be a nice evolution of their friendship.
The mind control mystery. The villain appears to have the ability to control people and possibly move their consciousness from one person to another. That power is very similar to certain X-Men villains, especially those connected to psychic abilities. This creates another connection between the movie and mutants, the wedding connection. There is a scene where Peter crashes into what appears to be a wedding. The helicopter mentions John and Lucy, which could connect to John Jameson, J. Jonah Jameson's son. Comic fans know John Jameson has his own strange history, including becoming Man-Wolf. J. Jonah Jameson might return in a big way. The wedding scene might also connect to Jonah because he has a long history with Spider-Man. The movie could continue showing the complicated relationship between Spider-Man and the Jameson family. Roosevelt Island. A major energy event happens near Roosevelt Island. Comic fans know this location has connections to Spider-Man stories, including major battles and prison locations. The movie seems to be using familiar locations from Spider-Man history. The Hand appears. The trailer also reveals a group of ninjas attacking Spider-Man. This appears to be the Hand, a famous organization from Daredevil comics. Their return could connect Spider-Man's story to Daredevil's world. Daredevil connection. The Hand's appearance raises a huge question. Are they actually after Spider-Man, or are they after Matt Murdock? Considering Daredevil's history with the Hand, this could lead to a major crossover. Frank Castle returns. The trailer shows Peter working with Frank Castle, also known as Punisher. This is a very interesting partnership because Spider-Man and Punisher have completely different views on justice. Peter believes in saving people. Frank believes in eliminating threats. Peter protecting MJ. The emotional reason Peter goes to Frank is because he believes MJ is in danger. This shows that even after everything, Peter still cares about her. His greatest weakness has always been his attachment to the people he loves. Aunt May's message. The trailer includes a message that sounds like it comes from Aunt May. It reminds Peter that people love him because of who he is, not because of his powers. This directly connects to the theme of responsibility. Peter's grave visit. Peter visiting Aunt May's grave is one of the most emotional moments. It shows that he is still carrying the pain of losing her. Her final lesson continues to guide him. Spider-Man versus himself. The biggest battle in this movie may not be against a villain. It may be Peter fighting against the darker side of himself. The movie seems focused on whether he can control the power growing inside him. A new Spider-Man era. The final moments show that Peter is no longer the young teenager from Homecoming. He has grown older, suffered more, and become a different version of Spider-Man. This is truly his next chapter. The start of something bigger. If the mutant theories are correct, Brand New Day could be remembered as a major turning point. Just like Far From Home connected two Marvel eras, this movie could connect Spider-Man's story to the future of the MCU, the real meaning of Brand New Day. At the end of the day, this movie seems less about Spider-Man getting new powers and more about Peter Parker finding himself again. He lost his identity, his friends, and his normal life, but now he has a chance to rebuild everything. A Brand New Day is not just a title. It is Peter Parker finally deciding who he wants to become.
You ready?
No, what the heck, I'll laugh anyway.